Welcome back, folks. It is a fantastic Friday evening. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's talk weather right now as we take a look at these weather headlines. They're quite similar to what we've been looking at all week this week. We have warmer than average temperatures ahead of us. We're expecting a high pressure system to kind of move on in and stick around for the long run, which also means not only warm temperatures, but lots of sunshine and minimal cloud coverage as we look towards the weekend and even the early work week. So as we take a look nationally at this high pressure, we'll notice kind of over the Great Basin as we get into Saturday, Sunday as well, still lingering in those northern areas and even those western areas of us. But this ridge is kind of focused like this, which means that we are still in that kind of dry and sunny and warm zone here on the western slope. And we're not really having a shifting in the atmosphere anytime soon. So that's here to stay for the long run. We'll notice as we take a look ahead, waking up tomorrow, clear skies. We're fast forwarding a little bit. That late night hour and even into Sunday, still minimal cloud coverage for not only just us here in the valleys, but also as we spread towards that Four Corners region. Now we'll notice we've been tracking these temperatures week, 2 weeks in advance, and we're still looking at above average temperatures as we look 8 to 14 days out. Now, I do want to shift gears just a little bit. We did have lots and lots of cold temperatures about 7, 8, 9 days ago, and we'll notice that that was actually from last week due to this huge polar vortex that I'm sure you've heard way too much about, but that was pushing over, of course, the United States, and that's what was bringing us this polar jet stream to give us that decrease in temperatures, give us those record-breaking temperatures through a lot of those northern and central states. We'll even notice that a lot of those northern areas in the northern hemisphere were even having above average temperatures because this polar vortex shifted and leaving us, of course, with that Arctic air mass. Now, this week, that polar vortex has gotten back to what it's typically used to, stable in that northern hemisphere. And we are looking at those above average temperatures due to this high pressure ridge I was just chatting about. And it's just more balanced in terms of things. However, I did mention we're a few degrees above those averages. And that's actually pretty nationwide and even spreading into those Canadian areas and those eastern states. So a lot of regions are possibly looking at record-breaking temperatures in about the next 7 days. We'll notice in terms of temperatures today, we did reach that 49-degree mark in Grand Junction, 43 in Montrose, and actually in our almanac, we are about a full 9-10 degrees above those seasonal averages on both sides of things, even pushing 31 on that low end. So tonight, it will be quite pleasant. Now, I do want to chat about this weekend. Not only the X Games going on, there's lots and lots of local events. If you haven't made plans to get out and about, try and make some because we're going to notice that sunshine, those temperatures in the upper 40s and even those mid 50s by the time Monday rolls around are here to stay. Discovery Auto Group's 7-day forecast even has us pushing into those upper 50s by the middle of the work week next week. Montrose has the same kind of trend, but a few degrees cooler. Now, also speaking of that later work week, possible chance for some unsettled weather come Thursday and Friday, mostly focused in those mountainous regions. But of course, those models are a little bit unstable right now. We'll continue to watch them as they roll on in.